Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I want to talk about some life challenges that I faced this summer and some hard lessons that were learned along the way. The first thing I want to talk about, and this one I've been elaborating a lot as of late because I have lived through the ebbs and flows of it. The last couple of years I've been dealing with a lot of workplace toxicity, and I wanted to change all of that. I still deal with workplace toxicity. It's a lot more minor now, but it really goes to show that we work in a sea of unexpected challenges. I had a colleague, I hate to mention too much of it because I hope I'm not reading it wrong, and as I was talking to him, it gave me the sense that it's everybody for themselves at work, right? There's very little for the greater good of our team kind of mentality here, at least here in the United States, which is why I wanted to move out of the United States. I was talking to him about arranging some schedules. We're both adjuncts and stuff like that. As I was negotiating with him, I had said something. He had begun responding to it. And then mid-sentence, he said he didn't hear me. He needed me to repeat. And so being the naive person I am, I did. And it dawned on me after we had finished the conversation. It hit me that he wanted me to repeat because he was fishing for something good that I might say the second time around. I hope I'm not misreading this, but it just, that's not the end of the world compared to other toxicities I've run into. But what really is the end of the world is the fact that it confirmed that we work in a me culture, right? Everybody works for themselves as opposed to the greater good of the team, right? There's no concept of greater good of the team, and that really upset me. It wasn't him that upset me. It was more the culture that upset me. Okay. So in order to get around all of this, I learned that I needed a side hustle so that when I go to work and I run into stuff like that, I could be myself and have a good time at work, right? So for example, I was writing a multiple choice exam, and I know the students get really jittery if they see the same answer over and over again, right? B, 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 C, 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 C. And I wrote an exam that was full of that to make sure the students were confident of what they were doing. I had 16 students and only one got a perfect score. And later the students confessed to me that they changed answers because they were nervous about it. And so that was good. See, I get to play with stuff like that because I have this side hustle and I'm not too worried about my job. I actually do it with a passion, right? And I need to do that more. Unfortunately, financial constraints don't always allow me to do that. So I've been working on my side hustle. Unfortunately, the side hustle itself is kind of killing me. You guys know what I do. I'm an artist. And the other problem with my side hustle is that I have a very strong addictive personality. Everything I touch becomes an addiction, whether it be work-related, whether it be foods, whether it be relationships. Everything I touch turns into an addiction, even if it never had an addictive personality, right? Even if you would never dream that one could be addicted to something. As soon as I touch it, bam, addiction. And that's something that I need to work on. Another thing that I want to discuss is a dilemma that I'm running into. As you guys know, ever since moving to Phoenix, I've been having a lot of difficult times networking with people. And I often run into this dilemma when I meet somebody that might be relationship material. It could be of either gender, by the way. But I meet somebody that has a potential of connecting me to more people. But I also want to make a move on this person. but I don't want to risk the future potential. And unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of connections here in the Phoenix area, right? It's like I can't risk what I have. And it's similar to that job, right? When you only have one job, you play it really safe, even if it's not really that great for your long-term career. Because I have my side hustle over at Phoenix College, I could afford to take more risk, and with more risk comes more reward for my career. Obviously, it's also burning me out, right? The social situations can behave like that. The more connections you have, the more you can risk with each one, but obviously you're spreading yourself very thin at that point, right? Anyway, so maybe what I've learned this summer is that nothing comes very easily, so when you have it, you don't want to squander it, right? Whether it be your financial resources or your connectivity with other people, none of that comes up cheaply, right? And so you want to make the most use of it when you do have, right?